everyone. Hi, hello, how are you? Good freaking morning, guys. I'm Pia. If you are new here, hi, welcome to my channel. I post weekly reading and writing content, and this week we are going to be reading. So if you didn't see my last writing vlog, I'm taking a little bit of a break from writing. I'm very excited about it. I feel like I haven't read a lot. I'm really working on building habits, and one of the habits that I built, I feel like, was my writing, and now I'm gonna need a little bit of a break from that. But yeah, I'm just working on good habits. I worked out this morning, I ate breakfast, got ready, took a shower obviously. I'm just sitting down to do some homework. A lovely Monday morning. I love Mondays. There's something about Mondays that makes me feel like I can conquer the world. I know a lot of people hate Mondays, but I'm sorry if you do. I am about to turn in a short story for one of my classes and then turn in a discussion post that I just have to work on a little bit more. But Mondays are like my full big homework days. I kind of try to front load my work because there are only like 2 days a week that I do homework. At least as of right now, because I don't really do homework on the weekends and I have a lot of classes on other days. So Mondays and Wednesdays are like my big homework days because I have a lot more time. But I try to do most of my work on Monday just to like set myself up for success for the week. So that's what I'm going to be doing this Monday. I am going to be at the library for a while today, which is like where I am the most productive. So I'm gonna go there and do some work, and I'll take you along with me while I do that. And then by the time I get home, I will probably be reading. I am like halfway through The Words of Radiance right now, so that is like my main priority. I think I started it in my last reading vlog, but I am like halfway through now. I am 499 pages into 1096 pages, so a little less than halfway. But my main priority is going to be this, and hopefully reading about 100 pages of it a day. My audiobooks, let me tell you about them. I'm only listening to one right now, but I have a bunch out from the library that I'm really excited about, so I want to get to them. But the audiobook I'm currently listening to is called Platonic, because I've been really into my nonfiction lately, and like I said, I'm working on building better habits. I just want to be a better person, and like working on like my New Year's resolutions and stuff like that. Platonic is about like attachment style and how your attachment style influences how you make friendships and sustain friendships and stuff like that, and how you can work to build better friendships and stuff like that, which is very important to me because I want to be the best friend that I can be. So I'm reading that book and it's teaching me a lot. That's what I'm reading right now. I have out from the library The Happy Couple, which I really want to read. And I also have This Side of Paradise by, I was about to say by Gatsby. No. By F. Scott Fitzgerald, and that I would like to read this week as well. It'll be a week of reading. It will be a week of reading. And I'm gonna take you along. I'm not in focus, and that's okay, because I'm only gonna be here for a second. I'm reorganizing my bookshelves, and that's the cat. I'm reorganizing my bookshelf here because I recently got a lot of school books and I need to organize them. So that's what we're gonna do. Welcome to your library update. It's me in the library. I just finished my copy editing homework. It was a quiz actually, so go me. And I have a couple more things to do, but I think when I get home, I'm gonna read, because I am reading. I'm reading Edward II for my queer Renaissance lit class, which is very exciting. It's very queer. Which is always exciting. Like, these men are in love. They are in love. I'm like halfway through, or a little less than halfway through. It's like 100 pages. So I am going to probably finish reading this. I'm also currently reading The Comedy of Errors for my other class. I don't know when I'm gonna finish that. Maybe this week or next week. But if we finish that this week, that will count my Goodreads goal. Yes, it will. But we're like 3 acts into that. I had to do an assignment for it this morning, but I'm gonna reread the No Fear Shakespeare just so I know what's going on, because I trust myself, but I don't trust myself that much. So I usually read Shakespeare like twice. And if I had time to read everything I have to read for class twice, I would, but I don't. I don't have the time. That's the update on my reading, my school reading, because fun fact, I read for school. I know some people don't, and I don't know how they do it, but I do. I'm going to read some Christopher Marlowe and just pretend it's Brandon Sanderson for the time being until I get to my Brandon Sanderson later, because that's just exciting. That's just really exciting. I actually also want to start another book, but I feel like I have to get to like 700 pages. I have to get to like the 70% mark in Words of Radiance, I feel, before I can start another book, because I don't trust myself to like completely abandon Words of Radiance and read a whole nother book and not finish the Words of Radiance, because I need to finish that book. Friends, I finished 2 books for this vlog, and I feel like I didn't really talk about it or mention it, but like I'm doing amazing for this week. It's day 2 of this week. It's Tuesday. I'm in my kitchen because I'm cooking dinner. I'm making a big salad. Got some Costco chicken here. Amazing. But I finished 2 books. So yesterday I finished that play that I was reading, Edward II. That was the play that I was reading for my queer Renaissance lit class, and I didn't rate it. I'm in my era of not rating books, simply because if you want to know my thoughts, I'll do a vlog on it. And here we are. Friggin' Edward II. It was a tragedy, and I wasn't expecting that. I was like here for a comedy good time. I was here for the gay laughs and loves, and it wasn't giving that. Was it bad? No, it wasn't bad. It was long. It was like 130 pages, and it felt long. It dragged out. So I didn't love that. So I finished that, and I also finished Platonic this morning, which was my audiobook that I've been listening to, which is a nonfiction book about friendships and how your attachment style influences your friendships, and I probably already did this spiel before. But I really liked it. I'm learning a lot. I'm in my healing era. I think I've mentioned this. So I am working on bettering myself. So this was a step in that direction, and it made me think a lot about how I am a friend, like how I am a friend, how I act as a friend, and like how others treat me and stuff like that. So it was good. I also didn't rate it, but got some kale here. My dad told me that when I'm cooking I should tell you what I'm doing so you can follow along. I'm putting the kale in the bowl. The bowl currently has apples and rice. Before I had my whole day today, which was honestly exhausting, I was so freaking tired by the end of today that I didn't want to do a single other thing. I was like, I'm gonna read up until page 700 of Words of Radiance. And now I'm thinking no. I'm gonna try to read more Words of Radiance. I did practice my crocheting, which I didn't film because I'm literally so bad at it, but I'm working on it. I'm trying to learn how to do a granny square, and it's happening. I'm working on it. But I did that for like a good 30 minutes. And then, so I'm gonna like give myself like 30 minutes to read today, and then like if I want to read on, which I typically do for this book because like I'm obsessed with Words of Radiance. If I want to read on, I'm gonna read on. If I'm not, I want to switch my audiobook for The Happy Couple because I want to read The Happy Couple so freaking bad. Oh my god. I have The Happy Couple. I also have Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies checked out from my library, so I might read that this week too. And I also really want to read This Side of Paradise. So I want to read, but like I don't want to read. I want to like have books in my head. I want to have books fed to me, but the act of reading right now sounds very Sleepy Town. That's my chicken. It sounds very like snooze alert. So if I just do an audiobook, that's fine with me. That's vibes. Anyway, I'm going to continue assembling my salad. I'm gonna put chicken, mushrooms, and some mixed peppers, and then I have my green goddess dressing from Trader Joe's, and mix it all up, have a big old salad. It's one of my go-to meals these days, because it's easy. And I'm gonna eat that and then watch some Frasier, and then hopefully read. Day is not off to the start that I wanted, is it? Why do I look like that? That's upsetting. Anyway, I was on my run and then my headphones died. And they do this really quirky thing when they die, is that they go battery low every 5 seconds. So I can't run. But anyway, someone just passed me. LOL. Anyway, hopefully we'll have a better day. We'll turn this day around. Hopefully. We're in nature. Yeah. Hi friends. It is Saturday, so I haven't vlogged in a minute. I did vlog yesterday and then I like forgot to update on my actual reading. I was just like, I'm gonna have a good day today. And then I just like didn't update. I was having a bad day because my headphones died when I was running. And then, never mind, it's TMI. It's TMI, it's TMI, you don't wanna know. Anyway, I had a better day and I read a lot of Words of Radiance yesterday. So I am on page, look at this shit. I have this much left. I am on page 866. Amazing. It is crazy. Oh my God. You know how I was like, this is gonna be second book syndrome. It is not gonna be very good. Like it's, like I was lowering my expectations because I was like, it can't be as good as the first book. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. I even like Shalon now, which I didn't like Shalon before. Shalon is like the main girl character. And I like, she was fine. She was kind of annoying in the first book. But in this book, I'm like, okay girl, like, okay. And then I think Brandy Sandy. Now I've read his Romantasy, which I'm trying to remember what it's called. Yumi and the Nightmare Painter. So I know he can do a romance and I'm wondering if he's building up to a romance in this book. And like, I don't know. I am screaming, crying, throwing up because like, is he like setting up a love triangle? Like, is he setting up the best fucking love triangle I've ever read in my entire life? Like maybe. It's amazing. I'm like astounded. I'm like, I don't know who I want. I also don't know if I'm all making this up in my head. It's amazing. And I just love them all. They're all my sweet little babies. And just like so much crazy shit is happening in this book. He was like, stakes have never been higher actually. So it's amazing. It's really good. And I am 44% into The Happy Couple. I'm not loving it. I definitely was in the mood for this when I picked it up, but I haven't picked it up in a couple of days and I'm thinking I'm not really in the mood for it, but I am gonna have to finish it because it's from the library. So like I gotta chop. I don't know. Can I tell you what it's about? It's about a woman who's getting married and it's just like about her relationship with her guy that she's marrying and also like her other relationships. And it's literary fiction. So it's like not a lot is happening, but it's like just relationships, entanglements. Everyone's zooming who. You know that one episode of Grey's Anatomy called Who's Zooming Who? It's that. It is that. It's like incestuous. Like everyone has been together. So yeah, it's reminding me of Conversations with Friends. I gave it 5 stars, so like who am I kidding? Like it's not my least favorite Rooney. Like what am I saying? It's not my favorite Sally Rooney, I guess I could say, because I just don't love that. It's also kind of reminding me of Cleopatra and Frankenstein, but not as good. Not as good. I love Cleopatra and Frankenstein. But I think it's a much shorter book than that, and it's switching perspectives more. So I'm not feeling like I'm getting enough of each of the characters for it to be Cleopatra and Frankenstein level of enjoyment. So those are my thoughts on it so far. I'm going to the library today. Very exciting. I have not been to my local library in a hot minute because, well, for reasons, but I'm very excited. Hopefully gonna pick up a couple of books to add to the piles because I'm like, what am I literally gonna read after I finish this book? Like, what am I literally gonna read? Like, I don't know. So I have to go to the library and get a new book. But I am hoping to finish Words of Radiance this week because I only have like 200 pages left, so it's not gonna be that hard. And I was gonna read This Side of Paradise, but I did lose my loan from the library, so I'm not gonna read that. And all my other books are just not calling to me. They're literally all classics. They're like pretty much all classics. Woo! And I'm doing a lot of school reading right now. Like, I am doing a lot of school reading. As you saw, I read Comedy of Errors this week. I read Edward II this week. I have to read another play next week and I have to read 2 other plays next week. So I'm pretty booked up on classics. Shakespeare, I'm like, me and Shakespeare, we're like this semester. We are together. We are in it for the long haul. Yeah, I'm reading 2 Shakespeare plays next week actually. Exciting. I'm reading Taming next week, which I've already read. And I have a video on. I'm gonna persuade my professor into letting me write an essay about 10 things I hate about you. So I'm gonna lobby that. I'm also just noticing that these chapter headers are all different. which I didn't notice before. Shows you how much I pay attention. I will see you all very later. I'm also going out later. R.I.P. R.I.P. me. Hi friends, it is the same day. I have changed my outfit because I didn't like my outfit before. I am back from the library and I picked up a couple of books. So I'm gonna do a little library book haul and then I'm gonna edit. So I got 2 books. I'm excited about both of them. First, when I walked in there, it happened to be my lucky day. Boston Public Library, if you didn't know, does this thing called Lucky Day where like popular books somehow magically become available and you only get them for 14 days instead of 21 days. And they had Shark Heart, which was a Goodreads Choice nominee, I believe, for the debut category. And I saw a ton of people reading this towards the end of last year. And you know what? I just thought I'll read it too. I have heard good things about it. It is about, and it has like short chapters, which I'm excited about. It's about like 2 different couples. The main couple is like dealing with the fact that the husband is turning into a shark. And it sounds heartbreaking and sad and beautiful, and I'm very excited to read it. I'm very much looking forward to reading this book. Glad I saw it there. And then the other book I got, I really wanted another Otessa Moshfegh book because I really loved Death on Our Hands last year. It was one of my favorite books of the year last year. I really want to read like My Year of Rest and Relaxation or Eileen or something like that. But this is the one I found that they had there. I know the other ones are all checked out. So I got Lepvana, which is like her most different book. This I want to say is set, where is it set? It's like set in a village. This one I'm going in blind. I have no idea. I have no idea. It's like I love this cover. It's like very scary and creepy and I love it. I have no idea what to expect from this book, but it's Otessa Moshfegh, so it's gonna be something and it's pretty short. So these are 2 books that I'm very excited about having now because now I can read them. And I love going to my library. I love just perusing and just like seeing what calls to me. And you know what these called to me? I got them. I'm very excited. So I'm gonna go back to editing and then I'm going out tonight. So I probably won't update anymore tonight, but hopefully on the agenda is for tomorrow is finishing Words of Radiance and then maybe starting another book as well. So that's the plan and I will see you all very soon. Hello party people! Guess what? It is Sunday. I went out last night, so I woke up late and we're recovering today. We're gonna do a lot of reading today. We're gonna do some fun reading and we're gonna do some school reading. But the most important thing just happened. The most important thing that ever happened in my freaking life. I finished the Words of Radiance. I finished this book. All of it. Like, where's my medal? I don't know. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. And I simply cannot. I simply cannot. I cannot go on. Like, I want to read the next book right now. I might buy the next book next week at some point because I have to own it. I simply have to own it. So let me tell you about my reading plans for the rest of the day because it's about noon 30. I don't have football today because we're approaching the Super Bowl, so this is the week off, and I don't know what to do with myself when I don't have, which is gonna be so upsetting once the Super Bowl is over and I'm gonna have like my Sundays free. Like, what am I gonna do with my life? I don't know. Let's talk about my reading plans for the rest of the day. So like I said, I want to do some school reading as well as some normal reading. I have like an assignment coming up that's due Thursday that I want to like spend some time working on this week, so I want to get like most of my readings done for the week today. So the first thing, oh, this is a little bit long. The first thing I'm gonna read is The Two Noble Kinsmen. Who's this by? This is by Shakespeare and someone else. Oh, John Fletcher and William Shakespeare wrote this book. This I have to read for my Queer Renaissance Lit class, and I have to have it read by Tuesday, so I'm like, what if I read it on Sunday? And that would be A+. Okay, I did find an audiobook. It's not through my favorite audiobook provider, but so I'm gonna read this in its entirety today. Then I have to read the first 2 acts. This is my Norton Shakespeare, but I have to read the first 2 acts of Taming of the Shrew, which I've read before. I read it for a whole video that you can see. I did a video essay on Taming of the Shrew and 10 Things I Hate About You, which is like my favorite 2 things. So I'm rereading it, so I'm not like that concerned about like picking everything up because I read it before. Funny enough, for my Shakespeare comedy class, which is what this is for, I have not read as many of the plays as I would have thought, but I did read Taming the Shrew like 2 years ago. So I'm gonna read first 2 acts, which is, why is there like a prologue? What the fuck? Okay, it's like a few pages. Anyway, so I'm gonna read first 2 acts of the Taming of the Shrew. It's not gonna put me ahead in my reading, but it's gonna put me on track. So that's good. And then once I'm done with all that reading, I want to start Lapvana. I want to start this book today. So, and this is pretty short. Like I'm not saying I'm gonna finish this and this and this and this and this and this and this. That is absolutely insane. But I do want to do some more fun reading today. Hello, where is a chapter break? Oh no, does this book not have chapter breaks? It's giving no chapter breaks. That's upsetting. There's a Demi Lovato quote in the beginning? No way. Odessa Moshfegh is just like us. She's just like us. That is so funny. So I want to get started on this. I don't have to read much of it at all. I just want to like start it. I want to start this today because it's calling to me. It's calling to me. It's weird. Like I want something weird. Probably should eat lunch, but I'm not very hungry. I had McDonald's at like 1 a.m. and so I'm not very hungry right now. So I think I'm gonna just start on my reading of The Two Noble Kinsmen and get cracking on that. And yeah, it's just gonna be a fun reading day. I'm probably gonna stay on the couch for most of the day. Why is there a plane? I'm probably gonna stay on the couch for most of the day because this is where I would normally be when I'm watching football. I'm gonna talk about football so much. Like, I don't shut up about football, TBH. So, I'm gonna read The Two Noble Kinsmen. I probably won't update you on my thoughts about it, but I am gonna read it. Hello, my friends. Let's chat. So I did finish The Two Noble Kinsmen, which was that Shakespeare and Tom Fletcher play. I read that. I read my 2 acts of Taming. I hate, I have a love-hate relationship with Taming because of just like how it ends. But I do, like, it's so like nostalgic for me. And anyway, so I read the first 2 acts. I'm gonna actually watch the, Lord if I could remember what year it came out, but the like Elizabeth Taylor Taming of the Shrew. I really want to watch that because I wanted to watch it when I was gonna make that video that I keep referencing. If you haven't seen it, watch it. I was gonna watch it and then I couldn't find it anywhere, so I think I'm just gonna do my little magic and play that tonight because I love Elizabeth Taylor and I love The Taming of the Shrew. So I'm gonna watch that tonight. I'm very excited. I did also start this book. This freaking book. Oh my goodness. So this is Lapvana, which is the town, the village that this is set in, this novel is set in. I read the first part, so the first part was spring and now I'm at summer. So it was like 100 pages, 80. We meet, like, I don't know what to tell you about this book. Let me read Little Marek, the abused delusional son of the village shepherd, never knew his mother. His father told him she died in childhood. One of Marek's few consolations is his enduring bond with the blind village midwife, Ina, who suckled him when he was a baby, as she did many of the village's children. Ina's gifts extend beyond childcare. For some people, her ability to receive transmissions of sacred knowledge from the natural world is a godsend. For others, Ina's home in the woods outside the village is a place to fear and avoid, a godless place. I don't know what to say about this book. It's gross, it's weird, it's disturbing. It's something for sure. It's a choice. Choices have been made. I don't know. It's really strange. It's got the same like writing style like as that other book I read by this author. Can I remember? No, I can't. But it's so strange. Like the story is so strange and like it definitely has more plot than Death in Our Hands, which is the other book I read by this author. It still has that meandering, like very descriptive, very internal style to it. Very descriptive of like how people are thinking and feeling. It's told in third person omniscient. It's so strange. Like it is one of the strangest books I've read so far. So far it is very, very strange. So I don't know if I'm gonna read more of it tonight. If I do, I will let you know. It only is just icking me out a little. Like there's parts that are icking me out a little bit. Other than that, it's like pretty easy to read, but there are parts where I go, I literally, there's like an eyeball, which there was an eyeball scene in The Words of Radiance. The fuck? What else? There's just like some stuff is weird. It's weird. It's weird. Anyway, I've read 5 books this week, which is crazy. And well, like 3 of them were plays. But anyway, that's amazing. I will probably deliver my final update for the vlog tomorrow. So I'm here to update you and wrap up the vlog. I did not read any more of La Havana last night because I did end up watching a movie. I did not end up watching The Taming of the Shrew because I could not find it anywhere, and I was really annoyed about it. But I did watch When Harry Met Sally because I'm starting my Nora Ephron education. Thank you. I know, finally. Loved it. It was amazing. Yeah, I don't know if you will see a reading vlog or a writing vlog from me next, but it will be one of those things probably. I don't have a plan. I don't have a schedule, but thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know, as always, what videos you want to see from me, or if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe to all the things, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!